Thank you for watching this video. This is Nayeli, my daughter. She's going to be trying out some of the stuff that we're going to talk about, or I should say one particular meal. So I did a video a few weeks back in regards to a backpack, ready to go in case of an emergency. But I had some people texting me and calling me, well, what else should we have? Those questions generated, and I'm going to guide you a little bit more on what you should have. Let me start out with bags. I have extra bags in case of an emergency. Bags are very useful to carry water if you don't have a bucket. You can also actually do an actual shelter with bags. As long as it's not super windy, then you're okay. Extra stuff that you should also have, you got to stay hygiene. So, toothbrush. Right here, I'm not a smoker, but I am going to show you some cigars. Cigars are good for starting fires, as they light up quickly even when it's cold. I have matches here, and I have a lighter here. I also have emergency candles. These candles are for earthquakes, in case PG&E cuts your bill, or not cuts your bill, I'm sorry, cuts your electricity, not because you haven't paid, but because of an emergency. So these candles, I don't remember how long they last. I'm sure it's on here, but they last longer than your average candle. Always be prepared. First aid kit. Okay. Gloves. Why do you need gloves? I don't know, because maybe broken glass, you need to remove some stuff that has sharp edges. So gloves are good. Always rope. Always have a rope. This is extra. This is just extra stuff that you could carry. These are actually pellets. So I have a pellet gun. I don't know, for whatever comes to mind if you're out and about. I have a compass here. If you do need to learn how to read a compass, not everybody knows how, so it'd be wise to, watch other videos. Always a flashlight, always have a flashlight handy. This actual flashlight breaks glass, so that's pretty helpful. Tape, believe it or not, tape is very, very helpful. There's a saying that tape fixes everything. I don't know how true that is, but tape will help you. Let me move on to the MRE. MRE stands for Meal Ready to Eat, military purposes. MREs are actually really good. They're a little bit on the expensive side, but that's okay because the life shelf on them is really good. I believe to be 20 years. Somebody can correct me on that. Ponchos, emergency blankets. I have a lot of emergency blankets. Now, if you want to move on a little bit to the luxury side, you have little paper towels, toilet paper, and like I mentioned before, toothpaste is going to help. I also have toothbrushes. So we actually went ahead and opened up one of the meals. These are for civilians. The life shelf on this is 3 years, a lot less than these, the actual MREs. So Nayeli's going to go ahead and try that. She's going to tell us if it's good or not, see how it tastes. Another important thing that I think about is maps. I have maps already lined out of the route you would take to leave the city. If you're in a big city, the vehicle may not be a good choice. Walking would be your best choice in case you need to evacuate, because if you're somewhere like in LA, New York, San Francisco, forget it. You're better off either on a bicycle, on a motorcycle, or walking. And so you need to have a plan on how to exit your city. Multiple plans, I should say, multiple escape routes. I also have another map of the state, and if necessary, somewhere else. So let me move on to this right here, everybody. So these buckets here, they're top of the line. These are the deluxe emergency buckets. I say that because this covers earthquakes, hazardous incidents, I'm going to say, tornadoes, and fires. I have 2 of these. Now, this could go several ways. This is a 2-week supply each bucket, but not only that, it doesn't just have food. This is all dry food. It has meals, it has all kinds of goodies, all kinds of stuff. Hand radio, toilet paper, like I mentioned before. This is more snacks, toothbrush, and a soap. So it really truly does have a lot of things you can use. It's not just food, tools. So having said that, this right here will provide food for up to four people, 3 days. For if it's one person, this could last you 2 weeks. So I have a total of 2 with all kinds of tools and goodies and pots in here. This I got at Costco. I don't remember the price. I believe it was $139 each. Okay, this is all essentials. Now I have a smaller one, okay? This one here is only food. It does not have any tools. It does not have any pots or nothing like that, but it has, you know, milk. It has chicken, noodles, cream, wheat, soups, coffee, believe it or not. And this one actually is, it lasts, if I remember correctly, 3 days, 4 people. But again, this is only supplies of food. What I like about this one is that the life shelf on this one is 25 years and this one's 10 years. So you got to keep in mind onto what you're buying and how long you're going to have it for, and you need to rotate it. These are, again, the individuals MREs for civilians, as opposed to the MREs for military. 20 years, I believe, and this one's 3 years. So now we're gonna go with Nayeli, and she's gonna try out this MRE, see how it tastes. Go ahead and open that up. In the meantime, I'm gonna show you also this water here for emergencies. This also has a life shelf of 3 years, which is rather good. Let's see what you think of that.
It's really good.
You're telling me or you're telling them?
It's really good.
So she says it's really good. So hey, this is if you think about this, this is luxury. This is gonna be luxury versus canned food. Would you say this is better than canned food?
Yeah.
Okay, this is probably better than canned food. I also believe it too. They put more flavor into it. So my point is this, you know, whatever it is I have a lot more than this. Whatever it is you spend, whether it's $200, $300, $400, $500, $1,000, I definitely have spent well over $2,000 on stuff that I have. But is it worth it? Is it worth you being hurt to where you're gonna go search for food when you don't have any? Is it worth you trying to go to the store and somebody else is there waiting for you to purchase something and, you know, tax you? Stay away from those things when something like that happens. Be ready, be prepared. We never know what's gonna happen. One last thing I do want to emphasize again and again and again. This is all dry food. So what we did is we put hot water in here. So the number one essential that I do want to stress, it's water. I also have cases of water. I have a lot of cases of water sitting just in case. Water, 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 very essential. The rule is 3 days without water, 7 days without food. I hope this helps somebody. I hope that you guys as a family get together and decide a plan for any type of emergency. It could be tornadoes, it could be a flood, it could be an earthquake, it could be fire, especially the fires here in California. Very damaging for everybody. That's it. That's pretty much our video. We are out, and if you like the video, subscribe, comment, like, and thank you for watching.
Bye.